This video is going to talk about how to divide a decimal by a whole number. And basically all you have to do for that is you have to divide like normal and then just float that decimal up like a balloon. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. My first problem is 45 9/10 divided by 3. So in order to figure out which number is going to go on the inside of the division sign, I need to put my hand like the division sign, slide it over that problem, and see that 45 9/10 is going to be on the inside. And that leaves 3 on the outside. So 3 can go into 4 one time. When I multiply 3 times 1, I get 3. Subtract 4 minus 3 equals 1. And now I'm going to pull down the next number, the 5. 3 goes into 15 5 times, because 5 times 3 is 15. Subtract and get 0. Then I'm going to pull down the next number, which is 9, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. So I'm going to put 3 times 3 is 9. I don't have any number left, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my decimal. I'm completely done with my division, so now it's time to look at that decimal. And that decimal is going to float straight up to right above, and my final answer is 15 3/10. Let's go ahead and let's look at another example. Let's look at 8 69 divided by 22. Now, how do I know which number goes on the inside? It's because I'm going to slide the division sign over, so I know it's 8.69 divided by 22. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to have to do a little bit of guess and checking here, but it's going to be relatively simple because of the 22, so let's go ahead and see what that looks like. 22 goes into 8 no times. It doesn't. 22 goes into 86. I know that 22 can go into 86. I'm working with two 2's here, so I know that 22 times 1 is going to be 22, times 2, I just double that, is 44, and so on. I think that when I get, let's go ahead and try 4, because 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. Uh-oh. I'm a little bit too high on there, so all I have to do is make some adjustments. I can erase this because it's a whiteboard, and you can erase your work because we're working in pencil and not pen. So let's take this 4 out, take the 8 out, take the 88 out, and let's try putting in, instead, a 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. I can subtract that. That works. 6 minus 6 is 0. 8 minus 6 is 2. So I'm left with 20, and then I'm going to pull down the 9. And now I need to know how many times does 22 go into 209. Well, if this was just 20 into 200, then 20 to 200, that would go in probably 10 times, but 10, I can't put a 10 up here, and that's not going to get me exact, so let's try a 9 and let's see what happens with that. 9 times 2 is 18, carry the 1. 2 times 9 is 18, plus another is going to be 19. And then when I subtract, 9 minus 8 is 1. 0 minus 9, I can't do that, which means I need to cross off the 2, put a 1, and borrow over. 10 minus 9 is 1. Now, beforehand, I told you that when you get to this point, this is going to become the numerator. However, right now, we're going to work with a decimal answer instead of a fraction answer. So I'm going to pull an invisible 0 for the next number to pull down. And now I want to know how many times does 22 go into 110. Well, given what I know, this is roughly 20 and this is roughly 100. Let's try 5 times and let's see what happens. 5 times 2 is 10. Put that 1 back there. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11. And I'm left with 0. So I have my final answer. All I have to do is I have to put in the decimal. So this decimal right here is going to float up just like a balloon, And my final answer is going to be 395 thousandths. The problem that you are about to solve is going to be 9 and 86 hundredths divided by 2.